are. Hi, everybody.
You gotta refresh it.
Hope you're doing well. I have been.
Oh, well.
Anyway, hi everyone. We're here. Thanks Twitch for being as smooth and as wonderful as ever. Um, Before we introduce the story and our players, I have to first provide the content warning that I always do. Dragon Age is a setting which has some dark and difficult themes, not only with some grisly horror, but also in its political and cultural tensions. There are power imbalances throughout the lands of Thedas, and we may on occasion touch on these in our story. Currently, we're dealing with one that touches towards slavery. Rest assured, we're going to be as respectful and considerate as possible when we do. We've discussed our lines and veils prior to today's session. We could check in with each other, but we want you to also be mindful about your own comfort levels. As important as these stories are to voice, your happiness and comfort should be paramount, and as such, we would never judge if you need to step away. I'm now going to invite my cast to do their intros so that you know who they are and who they are playing. I am Emma Hamlin on the internet. I use they them pronouns, and I am the storyteller for today.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm Emily. Hi. I use she, they pronouns. I play Kana, humble blacksmith, humble MILF, humble dwarf.
Someone's mom.
Someone's mom. You can call me mommy if you want. Yeah, I'm just here for a good time and a long time.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan. I use any pronoun, whatever fits a bit, and I'm playing playing Satan. I do feel like I'm playing myself sometimes. I'm playing Phelan, our adult elf mage and emotional support bottom. And now Grey Warden.
Hello everyone, I'm Torin or Torin Talks Creativity. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing our pillbug rogue, Oriana, who goes by she, her pronouns. And you know, we're doing good. We're doing good. She'll eventually grow up. We're close. We're getting there. That's me.
Whatever pronoun takes your fancy, funniest for the bet, etc., etc. I'm playing Cass, who goes by she, her pronouns, and is our big, tough, strong Canary warrior who has no feelings at all and is doing fine about all of this. Thank you. No further questions.
I will not be taking any questions. Yes. Last week we got to witness the group discovering that Phelan was alive and well after the joining ritual, after he had spent some time questioning the Grey Warden in hiding named O'Shane. There was relief, of course, but it was clear that there was some tension in the air. Food is eaten, a long rest is had, and by morning an attempt was made to clear the air before the next leg of the mission. It did not quite go to plan, although feelings were definitely aired out. It seems some resentment still linger, with various avoidable dangerous situations being charged at before being thought about. Things ended still feeling relatively cool in the air, but now the group have a job to do and personal feelings must be stored away. Prior to us setting off, and perhaps a slight addition to the discussion that may or may not involve feels, I guess we'll find out. We are still inside the inn of the Golden Wave with Kana and Cass, who I believe wanted to have a conversation. So we will open our scene there.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah. All right, we have a lot of strong feelings in this little group, if you hadn't noticed by now.
I picked up on that along the way. Yeah, there's a lot of big emotions happening.
Yeah. Your turn, huh? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. You look like as uncomfortable. No offense. The least comfortable I've ever seen a person look. I'm not trying to extend that conversation.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's okay. We don't
No,
have
you're
to...
good. I actually wanted to change the subject, if that's cool.
I would love that, actually. Yeah, that's great.
Amazing. So pretty much the thing is that you're really good at this whole fighting thing. You got a lot of life experience with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for exactly. Like you have a lot of experience with it, and like I I'm super like I'm getting kind of excited about the idea of it being more of my life than I thought it would be, but like I don't want to get people hurt because of my lack of knowing what the hell I'm doing. But so would you mind like teaching me some tricks
Oh,
or like
sure, yeah.
helping me practice sometime?
I mean, I've been doing not this because obviously I didn't do everything with the swallows, but like I've been fighting all my life. There's yeah, yeah, it's a lot of practice. So yeah, of course, I'd be happy to help show you things and teach you things, and you can see like cogs turning in her head and figure out how to adapt. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll probably just be like everything, but like smaller, right? Like I'll figure it out.
What do you mean?
I just,
I don't understand.
There's
what?
a little
Smaller? Why?
There's a little bit of a build difference crouching to fit in the room.
I heard. I hadn't noticed. Are we not the same size?
No, it's super small, like very minor. You maybe wouldn't have noticed.
Right.
I'm really experienced at this. That's how I can tell.
Oh, okay. See, this is one of those experienced warrior things.
You'll figure out how to see it in other people and like be able to tell. Yeah, so you might just have like slightly different reach range or something like that.
Tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is true. That is a true thing.
Already learning.
Yeah. But no. Yeah, of course I'll help you. I'll show you some things. I don't mind doing that. We can practice and spar and do whatever. It's a lot when you first start, and I know like that feeling of not wanting to get other people hurt. I get it.
Yeah. I was trying to teach Rainy, and I realized that I've been making it up as I go this whole time and don't know like anything. Actually, I was like, don't stab yourself.
Hey, cool. You know what? It's a really good first lesson. Great place to start, to be fair. A lot of people wouldn't a lot of people forget it. They get really into like all the flashy stuff and forget that like you have
to start trying to like spin the sword.
They get in, right. Like you don't need to spin things because then you're in your own way. And but yeah, we can work on some things, and I can teach it, and you can teach Rainy whatever you want, or I can show her things. I think she's maybe more suited to what Oriana does. She's little like that and clever.
Yeah, her mind works too quick for her own good, but it would be helpful in that style of things. Yeah.
For sure.
But okay, thank you so much.
Of course, whatever you want.
I really respect
set times and do whatever.
Whole deal. So I just
it's just like you have never seen like someone like shrink into this. It's just like compliments. Thank you. Anyway.
Sorry, I'll never ever say anything nice to you ever again. I'm so sorry.
Great, thank you. Yeah, much better. I'm much more used to that. Do you need things? Do you gotta get things? I don't.
Yeah. No, I'll go get packed up. Well, see you outside.
See you outside. Yeah. It's
okay.
Just like.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Looks like a little amused at just.
Yep. Yeah, Cass will let Kanago and then be like, okay, now I gotta go. And just like bundle everything and be like, okay, time to go. I've had enough talking about things.
This is the most awkward situation. I'm playing Phelan. And I love you guys.
Yeah. God bless.
God bless you
Cass
all.
will literally just gather all of her things and be outside and be like, okay, I've tapped out on feeling stock. That's me.
That wasn't even feelings, though. That was just a request. No. I wasn't there. I didn't hear it. It's fine.
I think I said nice things, and that was stressful. But yeah, Cass will head outside to join everyone else, and we'll just be like, big brick wall.
Yeah.
This is me just being a
Time to go on it.
This is me just being a shit. Can I do a perception check on Cass?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. One moment, please. That's a 20 with 6 stump points, baby.
You don't have to tell her what's going on inside of your head, but what's the body language looking like for Cass?
I have never seen someone so large look like they are trying to disappear so aggressively. Like, the shoulders are like in, as if like all of the packs she's wearing are really heavy, which is not the case because it's Cass and she's like, yeah, this is fine. And it's just like, she is like, not quite blushing, but just looks like flustered. Like, something happened and people had conversations and I didn't like any of them. And not in like a negative way, but just in a I am uncomfortable way and don't know what I'm doing.
Right. And the last I saw you, that was not true, correct?
I don't actually saw Cass looked uncomfortable, but not
but not
quite
to this
flustered.
level.
Yes.
Okay.
Something else has happened beyond
yes.
the shit show that was the conversation at the last time.
Yeah, I think if you're looking at all, but you just get an eyebrow, like, okay. It was kind of a like, are you good? Look like
yep. I think we'll catch the look and then just be like, then stop looking at you again. Like,
you know what I mean? Just a nod, like, all right.
Yep.
The last thing you need, Cass, heaven forbid, is someone else trying to start a conversation with you. So
please don't. Like,
yeah. And Orino's not the type.
Yeah.
He's gotta like,
So
are
it's
you
like-
dying? No. Okay, cool.
I think that is why Cass like looks. I was like, okay, I will nod back at you because you are not going to volunteer this conversation to begin, and neither will I. And we can just move on from this. Thank you.
Cool. Got it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would just
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
if
you,
we want
Bex.
to head out, we can. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. So
Has Kana joined us?
Yeah. She'll show up. Has like slight smirk on her face, but doesn't like just like noticing Cass still being flustered and just doesn't say anything. Tries to give Cass space, but with that level of perception check, I had to you would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you. And just I think Aura just Franklin gives him a little blueberry. Just all right. We're ready to go then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Can you give me direction? I can just start walking.
We decided we were gonna go and scope out first. Like, did Misha come back? I know Misha was going to get us appropriate footwear. And
yeah, she just wanted to leave the situation for a while.
Exactly.
Has probably acquired a few things. And will saunter back eventually. She had also posited, I believe, just to you, Cass, that it's possible if you want to try and question the people that Mira had spoken to, Misha, about the people who have disappeared, or at least family members of. She had already spoken to people, and so she doesn't necessarily need it, but you know. She'd initially offered that as a suggestion to you. I don't think she is going to be suggesting anything to this group for quite some time. So she'll come back and drop off a bag that has some gear for handling rougher situations. So like a couple essentially like walking sticks for when you are on uneven terrain that is potentially slippy, and sort of like crampons for the feet, like rather than giving everybody new footwear, because she doesn't know all of your sizes, and again, she's not good at coming and ask anybody. But these things can kind of attach onto the bottom of your boots to at least help with some grip if you approach any terrain where it is useful.
Nice.
It just kind of drops it off.
I think Cass will kind of like, well, there are people we can talk to if you would rather, but I think honestly we might be as well just investigating and getting a lay of the land before we try to talk to anyone else. In the back of her head is like, everyone is feeling very volatile and I don't necessarily want to nor have the ability to diffuse those situations if people start getting aggro with strangers I don't know. And also,
Hey,
does
your
not
family
want to
member's
put that in
missing.
me shit
Yeah.
up.
Let's just be, you know, like, hey, where the fuck's your family member go? Like, yeah, I think that'll go well.
Yeah, I
Are
think
you
that has
sad
that-
your family's missing?
has that awareness of the group vibeness. Like, I think it might be a very useful time to go and investigate
The
by
area.
ourselves. Yeah, and see what we can see.
Okay.
Good.
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
Michelle, a little look like, sorry, I hope you're okay.
Oh, sorry. You good?
Yeah.
She looked like she was a little spaced out.
Okay. We're gonna go get a lay of the land. Are you coming with, or do you want to hang out for a bit? And like the real question is, do you want to stay here and like regulate, or do you want to come with and work?
No, I'll come with because I can find out where you're going. Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll just kind of like loop arms with her and be like, okay, well, we will lead if we know where we're going, and be like, we're gonna walk in front, and you're gonna have a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll walk with you and clearly knows where she is going. She walks you towards the southern end of the city to get to a gate that would lead out. There is a few paths, well, roads essentially leading out of here. There is one that seems to loop out and towards the mountains that looks a little more prominent, and another that is heading along the coastline. Essentially, it will do a loop around the bottom and lead up along the eastern coastline, but it's a rugged sort of path. I don't know how extensive Cass's journeys have been to Ravane. Being that side is perhaps less common because it's not as populated, given that it is a mountain range. It's fairly sizable, so because the mountain range is right at the edge, the geographer in me just, it's sort of like, you know, going down the western edge of South America, essentially, where you have mountains and or volcanoes, and then just like fairly steep drop off, but there is a means by which to go along the coastline as well. So she will start walking you in that direction, and the rest of you can follow. Is there any preparations or things that you might have wanted to acquire on your way out of the city, or skill checks you want to do as you're exiting? Open to all.
There is one for Oriana, just not that she knows necessarily like what shisty people look like, you know what I mean, in this area, because I'm from here. But is there anyone that's interested in where we're going? You know what I mean? Like, other than just kind of like, hey, they don't belong here. Where are they from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like an intent of.
Sure. It's a perception roll with empathy if you have it, which I don't know that you do. Yeah.
Nope. Oh, I got gyp. I failed that. Yeah, it's 11, baby.
You win some, you lose some.
You do. A tale of two rolls.
Yeah.
That's true.
You don't, I think, because people here are so different. It's such a different vibe here.
Yeah.
And I guess what kind of throws you off is that it's a very different vibe in quite a positive shift towards who you might be familiar with in Ferelden cities and the way that people are there. It's a harder life here. There's so much more vibrancy, I suppose, and just a warmer climate, which helps.
Well, and it's, you know, they're used to non-humans, I'm assuming.
Absolutely,
and, you know,
yes.
this is not weird
that's the
for
thing.
them.
your general makeup as a group is not an issue to them. None of you are dressed in a way that would draw attention. Nobody here is, dressed like they are Templars or are dressed like they are wealthy people that, would have goods to steal from, or there's nothing really that would draw the eye towards you, because your general makeup as a group is not an unusual thing.
Yeah, I got you.
So
Thank you.
if there are shisty people looking at you, you certainly don't notice.
Nah. They're so nice here.
Everyone's so nice.
Everyone's so nice.
Isn't this great?
GM,
Mm-hmm.
could you remind me of the type of terrain we are about to travel in?
Okay, so you're gonna be heading down a coastal path. The land is a little flatter here.
Okay.
Probably some amount of rolling. You would have seen the end of Ravane as you were sailing up, just given the route that you were taking. Once the weather was clear enough after the thunderstorm, you can see that it's a geography that has quite a high and rugged looking mountain range that seems to span the length of it. For the most part, it is on the eastern side. However, towards that southern tip, which is actually where you guys are walking, there's less and less flat ground as you approach. So it is likely that you're going to be clambering over stuff that starts to get a little more rugged and a bit more of an incline.
Okay. That's
There's-
what I thought. I remembered there being some elevation.
Yeah, there's going to
The reason I ask is I just wanted to make sure that before we left that I got some like ropes and stuff, so that if we do need to do some climbing of any kind, if we need to deal with that kind of terrain, that we have some equipment for that.
you can pick up some rope. You will see that Misha brought the sort of like crampon attachments to the bottom of your boots that create a sort of spiked effect for climbing over things, and then sticks for people just for balance as well. So there's a few things already acquired, but you can absolutely get some rope. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything else?
I am not necessarily perceiving much of like, oh, if anyone's watching us, or worried about packing in or anything. Because that's not my job. I'm the emotional support bottom. But I think what he is doing, he is kind of, as they're getting more into the mountains, he is taking a look and seeing the fauna and flora here. What type of trees, what type of plants grow here, what kind of animals are here, since they're in a different area, and see if he can be informed at least about the area that they're in, and like just know what kind of terrain it looks like. In between doing that, he is also taking out a little piece of wood and whittling it.
I'm assuming you'll be doing that when you have stops, because whittling.
Yeah, when we. Yeah, no. When we stop. It's gonna slice my finger off. Yeah. Like every time he stops, he starts kind of carving the wood. But yeah, he wants to know like what type of terrain, what type of flora and fauna, what type of environment and habitat they're in, and how maybe that can inform where they're going or what's happening.
Yeah. You can do me a natural lore check in cunning.
No, I have historical lore. I should have natural lore. I don't know why I have historical lore. But whatever. 12. Not horrible. Basic.
Yeah, it's basic.
There sure are plants and animals in here.
Yeah, I think there's an element of it's very different flora and fauna to what you are used to. This is a level of latitude that is a lot further north than you are used to. And I think to that end, you're maybe even going to encounter some things that you don't at the moment know the name to and
Mhm.
properties of. So you could try to collect some things to
Mhm.
figure that stuff out.
Yes,
Because
I
you
would
don't
like
have
to
the
do that.
natural lore focus, I'm viewing that as you do have an interest in it, and the things that are native to you, you will have a natural knowledge of. But the things here would have required some amount of study
Yeah, yeah,
to know
yeah.
the differences. There's going to be a couple things that you're familiar with. I think maybe you notice some death root shoots here and there that you could gather. It tends not to be used in like healing balms or ointments or things towards that end of the scale, but can be used for things that have negative effects.
I would
However,
like to collect those.
collecting plants that have negative effects can also be used to sort of like reverse engineer that to create antidotes for certain things too. So yeah, you could gather a couple, because that's one that you're like, I do actually know what that's called.
Yeah.
I know that one.
That one does a bad thing.
Yeah. So that's kind of what you're gathering
Okay.
to that end. I think you guys are fairly fresh into your journey. It's not like you've been traveling for days. So
Yeah.
you haven't encountered much native fauna yet.
Okay.
You'll see like a couple of people coming into the city in the opposite direction of where you guys are going to that will have beasts of burden and what have you. And cats. I imagine there's probably a healthy amount of cats. So there's a couple that you'll see as you're coming out that are like roaming around the sort of fields around the city proper. Clearly just like what an excellent day to go mouse hunting, you know?
Every so often you just guys hear feeling like going pss, 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 pss.
Yeah. Doing what all animal lovers do when you see a cat, you have to announce to the group, cat.
Cat. I do that while I'm driving through my neighborhoods, and I'm like, oh, look, there's a cat.
Yeah,
cat. That's what I feel like comes up one after a second with that cat. It's like,
look what he does. Yeah. Yes, I'm also in the category of people, and there's an awful lot of it around Aberdeenshire and Scotland where I am, where there's a lot of like cows,
cows. Oh, my
horse. But nothing more wild than that currently.
I'm determined to get Phelan a cat now. Sorry.
Okay. So we could just be walking along the road, easy ozy. But I know some of us like to track, map out some things, go on the approach. You're probably gonna have. It's gonna take a few days, depending on elevation and how much walking you're doing compared to resting. Realistically, three plus days of walking. Is there anything that you feel you are likely to try to do in this first day? Normally when you're in the we've just left a city, it's the least exciting of your day's travel.
Yeah, at least you hope so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, getting kind of back into the mode of it, Oriana is essentially just doing the same thing, especially because she utterly bombed it when they left. But now, like, are we basically not in the woods necessarily, but we're definitely not with civilization at all, right?
Yeah, give it a few hours and you're definitely out of civilization.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is when I think she falls back in old habits and just keeps eyes open. You know, are there big footprints? Is there a big hunter on the way? You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking like
Bigfoot here.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know, panthers and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's around here. I'm not from here. Also, Bigfoot. It's fucking Dragon Age. It could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, is that footprint way bigger than mine? That kind of thing of just so we don't end up, you know, coming across bears and shit.
Do you know there's 8 types of bears?
Yeah.
Phelan, do you know the types of bears in these woods?
No, I'm not from here, actually.
If you throw me a tracking roll, please.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Does that live in perception?
Yes.
Okay. because I only have searching and perception.
Yeah, I don't know that this is necessarily searching.
17.
Okay, very good. I think once you are kind of a little further down this road, and certainly if you guys take little breaks just to sit and have a snack or rest your feet from a day's travel, not on the main road itself, but you're going to start to see some signs of activity of the fauna of the area. And if you wander over just to inspect that a little more, again, this is that natural instinct of Oriana when she's out doing her scouting, essentially. And it's less so that there's prints, but you are going to see a section that is slightly elevated, and a lot of it is going to have some soil and plant growth on and around and up it. But there's sections where the rock has become sort of like sheer enough that soil isn't able to get hold. So you can see some exposed rock and a scrape from the top end of something that clearly has gone up and jumped up onto this. And it took a little bit of effort, but it got to the top, and you're seeing score marks for fairly sizable claws.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that could be a few things. I think with 17, and the nature in which it has come up here, definitely quadrupedal. And claws that size, if you were in Ferelden, you would maybe be like, I mean, it could be a bear.
One of 8 types of bears.
But it doesn't feel quite bear-like, and certainly in the way that it is kind of jumped up on here. So it's something. It sure is something.
There's definitely not humans, but
it's not
big.
A human. Yeah, something big. Put some
okay.
claws there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just want to get back to the group. Obviously tell everybody, and just I don't know if anyone knows what lives around here.
No.
But yeah, I would equate it to a bear back at home, maybe. It's that big, at least. Not like a baby bear, but like a
one of the 8 types of bears that I mentioned before, or
I don't know how big all those bears are, but I'm assuming all bears bad for us.
Brown bears, yeah. Well, some bears are actually pretty, like if they get mad, yeah. But they're pretty much like, if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. But if they're like big brown bears, yeah, don't mess with those. They will fuck you up.
Yeah. So I can't distinguish between bear claws on that. It's over there if you want to go look. But yeah, just there are.
I also can't distinguish between. I don't know if they left some fur or anything. Anyway.
But yes, they're around, and as of a few days ago they were here, so they exist here.
We should be looking the closer we get for around the house or mansion or whatever he lives in, the estate. Probably maybe within 50 to 100 feet or so, any disturbances of people running or trying to escape.
Well,
in case there's signs of a struggle or a clear traverse through the woods the opposite direction.
Cass, Misha, are they transporting like a lot of people at once? Or if you're aware? I'm mostly asking in case it's like cart tracks, so just a way to shuffle a lot of people at once, not just a few.
The only reports really that I got from family members is that they've just lost contact with people, so we know that there are folks that go there to work and then they're not heard from again. So as for what he's doing with them, it's not clear. Also, there are mountain lions in the area, so it could have been a lion.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. They're dangerous, but they're more likely to try and get somebody if we wander off on your own. So, like, if you're gonna go to the bathroom, maybe take a buddy with you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. As we get closer, we'll look for human things rather than that. But
yeah,
just good to know, so we don't, wander off into its house or something.
And then I don't know if you have like small scale magic effects, but sometimes just like sending something that it's a little thing that goes boom or makes a spark or a noise might startle them away from us. If one did try to come upon us at night.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says about me, but one of my first thoughts is, could I take a mountain lion though? I'm not gonna try to do it, but
I respect the energy, but I think if we don't need to, we probably shouldn't.
No, of course not. No, I'm not seeking it out. It just.
But if you
intrusive
that
thought
at some point, we can do that at some point, but probably not right now.
All right.
Just in case.
Looks
Next
to
time.
Oriana after talking about not jumping into things without thinking.
Honestly, there's a bit of a smile and just, I don't know, can I just imagine you actually trying to like just pet it instead of, yeah. I don't know why.
It might mistake me for one of its kind because I've got a mane.
They don't have manes too. No,
okay.
They're short haired.
Damn.
If you have a pure soul, the mountain lion will understand. Then
yeah. Just,
run at it. Plus, you have armor. It'll be harder to get through, but the jaws could crush the metal and then pinch your body in the armor, and it could also go for your throat or your face. But
I'm really not recommending we attack a mountain lion. I'm just saying that,
I'm not gonna attack a mountain lion.
Be in that situation.
Yeah. Just keep those things in mind.
Yeah. Good knowledge to have in the pocket, if you will. But we'll keep on as we are and just try and keep
it. It has just reverted to hyperfixation talking.
There are mountain lions and then there are panthers, but then there's imagine Balin.
Did you know black panthers are actually just jaguars, but like they still have the spots, you just can see them less anyway.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're leopards. I'm sorry, they're not jaguars. They're leopards. Yeah. 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 But black panthers are still like regular leopards, but they're just black, but they still have spots if you like. Anyway, sorry.
Well, no, actual question, talk more, but don't do their eyes still do the same thing like cats, like at night? You know what I mean? Like shines to
they're
reflect.
all part of most animals do.
Okay.
They
so
have
night,
a
just
thing
keep
in the back
out.
of the eye. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like we have it. I've noticed humans don't.
Yeah, elves can only have the glowy eye of it. Yeah.
He'll turn just right until the sun hits, and you just see the cat.
The games should have put in place, but they didn't. Cowards.
Yeah.
I had a game where there was somebody hiding under a bed, and somebody flashed a light, and they just saw the glow of the elf eyes. Very good.
I'm surprised humans don't, but I guess do Konari have the eye flash thing? I don't know. Anyway,
I can test it out tonight.
Do
I guess
dwarves
if you
have?
want to.
I don't know. Is it just us?
No.
Okay.
I think it's just elves.
Oh, you should see it. It's really creepy sometimes.
I have.
Oh,
I like it.
Thanks.
Sorry, I was thinking doors are, I mean, y'all come from underneath the ground.
Mm-hmm.
How do you light things? Like, is it just
Fire?
dark? Do you...
Yeah,
but
fire.
Then it would be trapped, and then smoke would.
Well,
I mean, I'm
they're
assuming y'all have
occasionally-
ventilation.
They're really
tunnels?
big caves.
Some sort of sometimes like mushrooms or something will have like a natural phosphorescence, but that's not really effective at scale for lighting up stuff. But if the chamber you're in is big enough, and if there's ventilation, like you can light fires underground safely, depending on where you're going.
Do you think you guys
Um,
have mushrooms that filter the air?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's really cool.
Do they
Oh
need
Lord.
air?
Yes. Like
No,
the
I mean,
mushrooms
what do you
or
mean,
but,
do I
but they
need air?
no, they decompose things. Like they grow
Yeah.
on dead bodies. And
yeah.
so they get a
Yeah.
lot of nutrients from that. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they still need
They still gotta
some sort of
breathe.
oxygen. Yeah.
thought you need a leaf. They don't have leaves.
So, neither do I.
Yeah, no shit. You're not a plant. Are you?
But I breathe. That's what I'm saying.
Many living creatures and plants do need oxygen in some way, shape, or form. But I think
Well, that's
actually
what I was
but
wondering.
no,
Do
but
they?
I don't. But they don't
Don't
need
know.
oxygen to.
Mm.
They just need to breathe in the fumes and stuff. So like they could be. CO2 is not a thing we will know in this timeline of a game. So I don't think they even
You
know
might, I
what
don't
oxygen
know.
is. To be honest.
Something,
Well,
something, nitrogen.
I don't think
But
I'm
if you
cycle.
get
talking
trapped
correctly.
in there, I think you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I literally think it's probably just
maybe-
gonna continue just really nerdy.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Yeah.
But they don't. It's just they would just have to filter it, don't you think? Whatever, because they eat from things that
don't
are
know.
in the air and what they're growing on, right?
Maybe.
I need to do a mushroom study.
I think it's the nerdy
I did a mushroom
conversations
study
going-
when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I've got a kid now. So,
That was back in the fun days, so no responsibility.
yeah.
Um,
Knew some real fun guys.
Yeah. Oh no.
Dad jokes, more like mom jokes. Am I right?
Hey. Okay.
Perhaps due to the salty air of being at the coastline, tuning out the conversation that's going on between the three of you, Misha had started to put some horn balm on, and then we'll just offer her to then start doing it to Cass.
Cass
Just
is
like
they are still walking, and Cass is just like
yeah.
bending her head down, like
Yeah.
thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yeah, we'll also not really be involving herself in the conversation, but just occasionally it's just like still has Cass's Misha's arm lurched through hers, so it's just occasionally just like squeezing, like you're good, we're okay, we're just walking.
Yep.
Keeping it light, everybody.
So, what is your horn ball made out of?
It's derived from a type of nut.
Yeah, and you can get like different types, depending what you use
Yeah.
it for, but
Yeah.
the salt really gets to it.
Yeah.
It dries them out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I should learn how to make horn balm. I've been
Gets
learning
a
how to
little
make other
itchy.
balms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on a ship once, and one of them, like, I didn't apply it for ages because I kept getting distracted, and I forgot, and one of them, like, cracked, and that was rough.
Does the skin around them get itchy?
Yeah.
Oh, I
when they're
can't
growing
hear you,
especially.
but
Oh.
sorry. I couldn't
here.
hear.
Yeah.
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 There we go.
Okay. There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the skin can get itchy, but usually the actual horn goes first, so you get like a heads up.
Yeah. It's really painful when you're younger as well. It's like teething, but way worse because it's splitting out of your
Oh.
skull.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
not
can
great.
see- I can understand that.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you for answering my questions.
Mm-hmm.
I have one also. Is it like okay, sometimes I've seen like deer like when like rub up against like a tree and like scratch up
They
like
shed their skin
does that
over
like
the
is that a thing?
horns.
Does that feel good?
I mean,
Is that like cuz like sometimes
mean-
I like it like a doorway will feel really good on the back, like you know what I'm saying? Like is that like
we have hands though. We can get up there.
well yeah. That's
Mhm.
true.
Maybe something rougher because it's horn. Maybe fingers don't.
You just get a
Sometimes.
really nice, like, hardwire brush. Can be
Oh,
really good
wow.
against the sensitive parts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's just an edge, like we can just get in there.
Sure.
It's not too.
Yeah. Oh, the holly
Sorry for
used to really like
comparing you to deer.
scratchies and pets on around their horns.
Yeah, I'm sucking it to have opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Hmm.
Just wondering. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I think as you guys proceed, you are going to start seeing some natural fauna. I think the first thing that you're going to notice is at first it's blending in with the natural surroundings. So it's mostly are very watchful and perceptive that are going to notice it first. But much like when you're on a journey and you realize that there are deer, a few of them, just out of your sight, and a natural pattern that allows them to blend in. But once one starts to move, you then notice all of the others. You are going to see a small herd of August rams. And I'm just gonna put a picture up for my non-Dragon Age people, but I know most of you know what these look like. It's goat-like, and it is this beautiful like indigo bluish color with yellow stripes and fairly sizable horns. Where are we, Blood in Lyrium? There you are. If you're watching along at home, go and Google Dragon Age August rams.
Oh hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They are pretty to look at. Sizable bighorns. And they've clearly become a little startled at the closer that you come as you're walking. And they just start to like run off, and you see them all moving as a little herd.
Those are some of the prettiest rams I've seen. Their wool would make a beautiful color. A beautiful sweater.
August ram sweater. Mm-hmm.
I just want to ride one.
Stops to like let them go. It's like, oh, okay, my bad. I came in your house quite loud. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need to find a library here and read up about the flora and the fauna. I think I can make some poisons out of some of these plants.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, maybe an antidote.
Would be helpful if we need it.
Eventually, give it another couple of hours, especially if you've had a lunch break, just prior to you perhaps taking your first rest for the day. You are going to see you're on a stretch now that is fairly flat on top. There's a bit of a drop off of a cliff to the edge of you, on the sort of western side. But with the benefit of this flat terrain, you can see. I mean, it's maybe going to take you about the guts of an hour to get up to where you can see them. Their pace may be the same as yours, so you would have to either A, go quick, or B, hope that they're also going to take a rest and maybe you can catch up to them. You can see small, it's not really a caravan, but there are two carts with, it seems to be riders and mounts pulling these two carts along this road south. And there isn't a whole lot down here in terms of settlements, not that you're aware of at least. You didn't see many when you were sailing your way in here. You know that you're at a point now with the sun setting soon, and so your ability to actually make camp while there is some light in the sky would be needed soon. But you can see these people who appear to be heading the same direction as you, but they are further ahead.
Do you think they're going the same place?
I don't know. Do they have any like crest or anything like that, or is it just
not that you can see from this distance? Yeah.
Okay.
Being the guts of an hour away from you, hard to tell. There's no obvious color.
Gotcha.
We should try and get close.
Yeah, we can see if they're, like, are their clothes nice? If they have, I don't know. How prominent is this person here? This family? Like, would it be weird?
Pretty prominent.
I mean, like, would it be
element
weird
of
if they have
flame.
carts going all the time?
It's what's in the carts that I'm curious about.
Well, what I mean is, like, do they travel often? Like, would they have a lot of merchant carts going back and forth? You know what I mean? Like, is it weird, or did we just get really good timing?
No. Oriana, you had done a roll about at least the family, and what you were able to ascertain is that you recognize the surname as a family that were a prominent one of the merchant houses of Antiva. Not this person individually. And what Misha has said so far is that this person appears to be quite reclusive and lives towards the south. So there's maybe not enough information to understand those sorts of patterns.
Well, if we can get close and look.
It's definitely worth a look at this stage. It might be nothing, but if we can get a better look, we might get a better idea.
Yeah.
If they're going to take a rest, we could maybe just keep pushing on through the darker hours to catch up to them.
Yeah.
Or do we want to wait and do that tomorrow?
I think we should take advantage that we know and we can see them now.
If they do have bad intentions, their odds of pushing through the night are higher.
Yeah. So let's just follow, and once we see that they're kind of settling, we can continue, get closer. Not maybe, Oriana, you might want to maybe take a look around their camp as close as you can get without letting them know you're there. What do you think?
I do my best.
Yeah,
I do my best. And is it still like hill type of terrain, if you will?
You're on a flatter stretch of a
Okay,
plateau. I'm trying to think. I know of places in Britain that I could compare it to, and I don't know how familiar. I don't know many American places
Googling.
like this. Yeah, where you're on a stretch that is fairly flat, but it's somewhat plateaued in that there are cliffs towards the western edge, so like to your right,
Gotcha.
and then to your left on the eastern edge of the country is this big mountain range, so you're kind of on a flat stretch.
Yeah, darn, I was hoping we can get above them. Okay. But yeah,
You
I'll
could
do
try
my
and
best when I
duck
get
off to
close.
go around them if you wanted to go off the path. It is
Yeah.
possible. There's enough rolling going on. It's not hilly by any means.
Gotcha. But it's not like a plane.
It was not
just
straight
like you
flat.
see the horizon.
No.
Okay. Maybe if y'all are up for it, I know we've been walking all day, but we could start, trying to get around them. Not necessarily, you know what I mean? Like, if we get up higher, we can start seeing what they look like, and hopefully they don't know we're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can make an attempt at it. I don't want to risk losing them if it is something relevant.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Just stay behind and to the side.
Yeah. Okay. So assume when as time passes, if we can go faster than a cart, I will attempt to scout and stealth my way around.
Yeah, they don't seem to be going at a fast pace, and that is perhaps why you're catching up to them despite being on foot. They are taking a steady pace with the beasts, because although in theory horses could be going faster than you when pulling carts that potentially are full of something, they're taking a slower pace.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can pick up the pace to that sort of, the hunkered down low, technically not sprinting, but it's like fast
Knees
stealthy shuffling. Yeah. Is it just Oriana that's going up? Who all is joining? Are we all going together? What's the plan here?
Well, probably we shouldn't send Oriana alone, given we just talked about the mountain lion of it all.
Yes.
Kitty!
But I think maybe have the rest of us who are less stealthy perhaps just follow a little bit behind so that we don't risk sort of losing that element of surprise.
I can
Right.
go up with Oriana. I'm not the stealthiest, but I'm not stealthy.
You're
Or
stealthier than the Canary in full armor.
and then the dwarf in armor.
And the dwarf in full plate mail. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely can't keep up and be quiet at the same time.
Yeah,
So.
it's one or t'other. Yeah, Phelan wants to go with Oriana, and then we'll go behind, but like in eye line at all times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's bad, we'll just start screaming or something. It'll be fine. Yep.
Okay. People who are taking point, I'm gonna ask for stealth rolls from you, please.
That's
Yes.
dexterity, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not bad. 17.
Oh.
Can I give my stealth reroll? No, I'm just kidding.
Sadly, no.
I was like, oh, I'm not bad.
Phelan, your robes are swishing.
I'm sorry. I can't stop the swishing.
You just like.
Why
are you singing music? We don't need music.
I'm sorry. It's from a very famous assassin play.
Yeah.
Okay. I think as the two of you are on the approach, there's definitely going to be an element, Phelan, of like you just unfortunately are running over. At first, there's a section that appears to have some like dry brush that's like cracking slightly underfoot, like the branches are just making a little bit of noise as you run over it, and then you're like, damn. So then you course correct, and then you start running over something that is clearly fairly water saturated, so there's that sploosh 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 sploosh.
Oh no.
Like muddy puddles. Trying really hard to course correct with your initial sound noise making to find another thing that is noise making. You don't suspect that you have necessarily been like noticed. Nobody's turning around trying to attack you, waving a torch in your faces. If you want, can I just get a perception roll from you guys? In theory, empathy could count, or seeing.
Okay. Could I also be like maybe about 10 feet apart from Oriana? So
well, I'm
not
assuming
also...
your pins.
Like
Yeah. I had assumed.
Oh, get damn, I'm not rolling well today.
That's passing though.
Yeah. Oriana, I think what you get with an 18 and 5 stance is that the person on the cart that is towards the back end clearly has like lifted slightly from that relaxed stature of I'm on a long journey to a bit more upright in their seating position and looking around. And you now know, because yourselves are paying mind to your surroundings in case there are any dangerous predators. So that risk of, oh no, what if a mountain lion jumps up and tries to attack me? You know, so they're clearly aware that they've heard something. They are on alert for that something in case it is something that is going to try to attack them. You don't think they've necessarily seen you yet. It is getting dark now. And there's a level of dark just as you hit past that twilight hour that's actually harder to see almost than pitch darkness, because your eyes can adjust to pitch darkness. So you don't think that they've necessarily spotted, but they clearly have heard Phelan, and that's sort of where they are looking over to see what has caused the disturbance in the brush.
Sorry, I just realized that we brought Phelan. They're gonna think we're the mountain lion.
Yes.
They're gonna see eyes.
Yeah,
anyway,
they're gonna see elven eyes in the dark. Yeah, you're correct.
With that perception, am I close enough to see if they have any like banners or nice
no
clothes?
Banners. Pointedly, no banners. The person that you're seeing has a cloak on, but as you sort of like see them move, the small, it's sort of like static torches that are attached to the side of their cart, so that there's some amount of light and being able to move when it is darker and or foggy. And you can see leather bracers on the arm that's holding reins as he like sits up and tries to turn around. So possibly armored, but not wearing any insignia. The cloak just seems like your average travel cloak, a thick sort of dark wool. The fact that they don't have banners would imply that they either don't serve a specific house, or wouldn't want to look like they're serving a particular house. And what you're seeing is these are both wagons that appear to be heavy laden just by the effort that the steeds are having to put to carry this. And it's a covered over wagon, so it doesn't look like there is, well, as much as you could tell, you don't know what's under there. It doesn't look like there's people on these
the cover's
wagons.
not moving a little bit or breathing.
Yeah. Help me. No.
Throwing breadcrumbs. Okay.
Yeah. No evidence of what is under the wagon, but clearly whatever is in there has some heft. And the person at the back certainly has started to become a little aware of something. Has not called out to the person in front of them yet, however.
Okay.
I would like to stay lower to the ground so that I can pretend to be a mountain lion. With my eyes, please.
You wanting to make a little performance here as a mountain lion?
What's performance?
Hey, there's an elf on all
It's in
fours
communication.
over
Yeah.
All fours and the bushes just going.
Yes, please.
Well, just can't wait.
I just want to stick lower to the ground, so if they see eyes are lower, my.
I'm sorry. Amazing.
If
What a
you-
great mental image.
If you're trying to put on a show, you can roll.
I don't want to put on a show.
Oh, come on, do it. It's
Oh.
funny.
Do your
God.
best lion
I'm
impression.
kidding. Do it.
Phil.
You just do.
It really is like the Lion King.
Let's
I am
go.
not
Give us your
rolling
best
anything
roar.
above a 12, I swear. I don't want to make noises.
I think you don't come off as a lion. I think Oriana, like knowing Phelan enough, and you know that it is Phelan, whatever he's just done, you suspect was maybe trying to sell being a mountain lion and has really not done a good job of it.
Like Oriana's
if
like,
it-
this is what you hear from Oriana.
Like
The sentence, you do not come off as a lion.
Yeah.
It's so delightful.
Just trying to stick closer to the ground.
Like, I think the hands are like in the brush. Like, what are you doing?
The person is gonna look a little startled. You see a slight shift in body language, and then is gonna call out to the person in front of him in a
Oh,
language that
no.
neither of you understand.
Oh, we don't understand. Oh
No.
no. Okay.
Oh no.
And the carts are going to sort of slow down to a halt.
I would like to
Yeah.
not move and be very quiet.
You're gonna cover your eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes.
I think more about a tree.
I'm
Like,
I'm
what
also
do I do? What do I do?
assuming in my head that there's trees I can hide behind, or like bushes or shrubs. So like I'm not
There's
doing
some
it out
shrubbery.
in
You
the
can go in-
open.
You can scurry over and try to hide in a shrub. Absolutely, yeah. Some brush. Squish, squish, squish. The bush
I think
rummages
before
slightly.
Caleb starts moving, like just looks around, like, is there a rock? Like just anything that Oriana could throw
Yeah,
away.
you could find something, yeah.
Good idea.
The one in the front cart sort of gets up and hops off and goes over, and you can see that they're now communicating with one another quietly.
Okay. Oriana's debating throwing the rock. No, that's stupid. Don't do that. Like, I think if Phelan can see anything, it's just like, what do we do? I hate to say this, but Oriana's gonna just take out her throwing knife, not like all the way out, but just gonna kind of grab it to get it ready, just in case he's like, what do we do here? Because trust me, the rock sounds better, but I don't know if they're gonna fall for it. It's like,
bold talk from someone who doesn't want to.
Hey, she doesn't like it. I didn't say she wouldn't do it. She's done it before.
One of them has clearly gone to like get one of the torches off of the carts and is just now stepping to the side of the roads and like waving it vaguely at the side of the road, trying to look for
okay,
whatever
real
is
question.
happening.
If he's now holding it, like actively holding it,
yeah,
can I get any more detail about like his dress? Like,
sure.
Is there a glint of metal of a sword? You know.
Yeah. I will give you those 5 stun points that you had to add
like
some extra detail now that you
info
can see
or whatever
him.
it is.
Yeah. You see a man who has that kind of like swarthy, like mop
don't
of
make
dark
him
hair.
Hot.
Listen,
it's Honolulu. Of course they're gonna make him
just
hot.
said the word swarthy.
I know. I saw the indication of like,
facial hair.
shadowing
Yeah,
and like muzzier. I know what it is.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes.
Has
he speaks
beard,
other languages.
It at a guess, probably Ravani, possibly Antivan, but like certainly native to these parts. You can see from the top end, there's like the cloak that is over everything, right? That you wear as like your layer of warmth, but you can see that there is leather armor underneath. And he is not wearing anything that makes him look like he has any high station. There is no official insignias. He doesn't look like, a hobo, but he is
no, I get you.
yeah, there's a humbleness, I suppose, to what you're seeing. And maybe a slight glint of short sword at his belt. He's not reaching for it right now. But you see that he at least is armed. And he's looking over to the side, and then you see him like slow turning towards the person who was in the carriage at the back, and then does this.
Yeah. I think he'll like just kind of put the blade back and just motion to Phelan, as not like quickly, but just very slowly, hopefully not being seen. Of just
Phelan, you mean the bush?
Yes.
He's hiding in a bush.
Where I think Phelan might be.
I've been staring at Oriana.
The bush, like just saying, like, where is she?
Just Jesus. Like I think just I can't say anything. Just with the hands, like, just get down, like, don't move, just stay. I risk if I whisper, they're gonna hear me, so I'm just,
He then proceeds to walk like a couple paces away, and the fire is held out to the side again, and then seems to cycle through 3 or 4 different ways of saying hello, one of which is trade tongue. You will also recognize Erlesian. And I guess your training is such that you will recognize him using like Antivan and Ravane. Like it's one of those things where like I don't necessarily speak Italian, but I understand when somebody says hello in Italian. Right, so he cycles through a few of those, and then we'll say in trade tongue, if there is somebody there, can you please, I don't know, make yourself known? If you are a lion, can you kindly fuck off?
Okay.
Yeah. I think Phelan's gonna look at Oriana, and you're just gonna see a squint of the eyes. Like just
the glowing eyes squinting at you.
Yeah.
You're realizing now, Oriana, the benefits if you're going intimidation, the downsides of going full stealth of having an elf at night.
Oh no. Okay, for Torin's own benefit here. Okay, I don't remember, where does like intimidation and is that all communication?
I would personally, I would allow both with intimidation to come out of either communication or strength, because there is 2 ways of intimidating.
I will say, above table, I had an idea of like just pretending to be a lost traveler.
I did too, but we're not good at performing either of us.
No, but I am autistic as fuck. Give me a second.
Let me cook.
Let me cook.
Oh no.
I'm not good at performing, but I'm really good at acting pathetic.
Yeah, look at me. And I look sick. Okay, anyway. So there's just gonna be a look at Oriana like there's like, please read my intentions. I know we just talked about doing things, but I am thinking about this.
Oriana's trying to trust you and just looks at you like, okay.
There's just a thumbs up.
Yeah, you're aware that this person is now turned around and is muttering quick enough. Again, they're likely speaking Ravani, and the speed and tone to which he's saying you don't understand the words, but I know when somebody, just to use Italian, has turned to another Italian and is doing a, like, seriously, you know, and is speaking very quickly, and what the fuck, dude?
Okay.
At this person, and then like is indicating at the cards.
Okay, so Phelan is going to slowly stand up, and he will say, and this is something I do when sometimes, don't worry about why, but like sometimes
start.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. Sometimes I will let my accent go thicker.
Yeah.
And he's doing that to kind of like enforce that he's not from around here. So he will stand up and he will and he will stand up and like question, like clearly, like, because it's not acting, because he is like worried and afraid, naked and afraid. And he will just say in Trey tongue with a much his slitting has come out, just say hello.
And he turns around and waves the torch your direction. Hello?
He has his hands up. Hi.
Are you alone?
Yes. Are you alone? No, we're talking
Evidently
to somebody
not,
else.
I'm stupid. What the, and then again, swearing in Ravani.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm not from around here. I got a little lost.
You think?
Yeah.
Where do you think you are?
No, I know I'm in Ravane. I was exploring some of the outsides. I do herbology. He kind of like shows him his book. And then I got lost, and I saw you guys, but I didn't want to scare you, and I kind of wanted to ask you for directions, but I was afraid that you might rob me.
He like is moving his torch a little while he looks at you, and then you hear him tutting, and then he turns around and again says something harsh and quickly in relation to this other person. Mountain lion. It's a fucking elf. What's wrong with you?
I'm not a mountain lion.
Yeah, but your eyes do that. You know what? We don't need to get into it.
They do. I'm so sorry.
Why? You should probably go north from here and go to attack. You'll get eaten by a lion.
Okay. Is there any other town? Yeah.
Or maybe a wormling. There's a wyvern. Are you aware? You know what? I don't need to.
Yes. Whatever. I am aware of wyverns. I actually also studied. Anyway, so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you guys. I was just looking, like I said, for directions. Which way is north? That way. Okay. Is there any other place close by? I know. I think the town I came to was a few hours, and I'm afraid that it's gonna be nighttime soon.
No, it is your closest.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a small little. It's not really a town. There's a few houses towards the mountains that way. But trust me, you do not want to go there.
Okay. Thank you. I am not a mountain lion. So sorry about that. Okay. I will go. And he's kind of looking like around that way. Okay. God, I don't want to get eaten by a mountain lion.
Okay. Why did you? You know what? I don't need to know.
There's no. It will require a lot of explanation of who I am as a person, to be honest, and I don't think we have time for that. Nor do you care. Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the scare.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Right. Thanks. Okay. He's like, should I leave first or are you gonna leave first? He's like, so he's got that like
Oriana's just gonna go like it's okay, go.
Okay. He's gonna start walking. Have a good night.
He like stands and watches you for a moment and then turns around and is like cursing at his friend again and instructs him to get up onto his cart.
Yeah. He is walking. He's slow. He's walking much slower. Like he's trying to like make sure he knows where he's going, but also give time for Oriana to catch back up to him when they leave.
Yeah. Are they leaving or are they?
Yeah, he is going to get on his cart. They do look like they're going to be moving again. You can't know just from that instance whether it's through the night or if they're just going to camp up somewhere that they know is a better place to camp. It's just further away.
Yeah, I'm mostly just waiting for whenever they're going to be the loudest, and that's when I'm going to try to move.
Sure.
But secondary, if I can, I want to see as the carts are leaving. Like, is there anything I can glean about what they're carrying? Also, just for the quick record, it's just 2 of them, right? Like, there's no extra personnel. Okay.
No, just 2.
So yeah, if possible, but the main thing I'm looking for is just whenever they're making the most noise, I'm gonna move. Gives me the highest chances to catch up with Phelan.
Perception check to see if you're picking up on any details.
Sure.
Please be good.
It's not terrible. 14.
Okay. It's difficult to know what's on the inside, but from the back end of the cart, once he's holding the torch and he is at the back end of the cart that's closest to you guys, you can see that the way the fabric is laying on that cart, that there is square edges to things, which would imply crates or boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
But beyond that, like being able to see on the inside is a little bit
No. And yeah,
but yeah, once those carts are moving off, is probably the point at which they're the noisiest.
Yeah, and so I will stealth when I stop thinking that they can hear me. Book it, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna just be like, okay, they're gone, and just make a bunch of noise. I'm gonna kind of just wait a minute and just sneak away. Little baby.
Little baby. He's so beautiful. He's like, yeah,
I know.
His card never declines.
I'm gorgeous. Thank you. Admire me. Oh, I love that he knows to look at the camera. It's great.
He's sick. Yeah.
But yeah. So when I do find Phelan and make sure I make some noise.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll just be like,
yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't want to turn violent.
It was good. I don't want it to be violent either. I thought about throwing a rock, but I didn't know if they would believe it.
Okay.
And
no, I think it went well.
You, so yeah.
I figured I am pathetic looking enough that I am no threat.
People do underestimate people very easily. Yeah. So when they left, I think they might have just been carrying goods, but also I think I'm more surprised that there were only 2 of them.
Yeah, and they didn't seem threatening or anything. Like they also seem like violence is not their first option. So usually sellswords and slavers tend to be that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, big compounds, they all need to eat. So
yeah,
they may know. Well, you know, we may see them again, but he did try to warn you that there were wyverns apparently. So that's nice, I guess.
And also to not go to that town in the mountains. So that's good.
Isn't that where we're going? Oh, I see what you mean. Well, now hold on a minute. Does the town? Is that where we're going?
No, we're going to an estate that's solitary.
Okay.
In the mountains, but apparently there is a town nearby, small village, near the mountains that he does not recommend. So
I wonder why. Okay.
yeah, it seemed friendly enough for the situation. So
Yeah. And you didn't say anything like, don't go to that house kind of thing. So he doesn't know what's going on, or at least won't say anything.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to see if they knew of that place. And maybe they would mention it, but I didn't want to push it.
No, you did good. Yeah.
Okay. Should we get back to the others?
Yeah. Tell him what happened.
Yeah, they were sneaking up, but towards the back end of you. So I imagine they will be with you in just a moment.
away.
As you're walking in their direction now, you guys will meet up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, for Kana and Cass, it's dark and quiet here, and although you weren't right up at the scene, you're close enough to have at least been aware of the aggravated swearing from this man in another language at his friend, and loose bits and pieces of the encounter, and at least that Phelan went up to speak to them. And now your friends are coming to join you.
I think Oriana's really struggling to not laugh and be like, we can work on your impressions.
Hey! I
It was
don't
a
want to
good
talk
try.
about it, please.
No, okay, all right, we won't.
I'm
sorry.
Impersonate.
I don't want to talk about it, please.
I think just behind Phelan, you just see like mimicking, like not saying anything, just
It means I love you in dinosaur.
Just covers her mouth and looks at it like.
And like I think when you're trying not to laugh and there's just silent tears.
Anyway, I did end up talking to them. They did not seem like sellswords or anything violent. They were pretty friendly for the situation. When I noticed a few things, they did not go for their sword immediately. It's just two of them. He seemed like he was trying to reach out and just warned me so that there are mountain lions and wyverns apparently as well. Also a town near the mountains, a village that we should not go to. But it didn't seem like anything. And Oriana says they looked like they were moving crates and stuff.
Yeah, my guess would be food or cloth, maybe something.
It might be supplies for the estate.
Yeah, so they might see.
Why would they warn us away from the town though?
It seemed like it was a dangerous place. You'd be surprised there are very many small solitary towns and villages that can be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this area. Yeah, they seem okay though.
Yeah.
At least it didn't go badly.
No.
Right.
Maybe we can find you some acting classes, Phelan, when we get back. Makes eye contact with Oriana over Phelan's head. She's like,
He's gonna go over and stand by Misha and just say, "You're nice to me."
Oh, yeah. I thought it was very brave to go and speak to them.
Yeah, thanks.
Better than anything I could do. Anyway,
I just didn't want it to turn violent.
Yeah.
So,
like,
yeah. Should we?
At that point, or
Should we camp or keep moving?
Probably camp.
Yeah, we probably don't want to be traveling through the dark and without rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, look. Yeah, you guys can pull the carts off the side of the road slightly, and start to make some kind of camp. Is there anything you guys would do to prepare for that? Are we setting a fire? Are you just wrapping up warm? You don't have I don't know if you've brought camping gear. We didn't say that we were bringing camping gear, but what are we doing?
To be honest, in Oriana's inventory, I always have a tent.
Yeah.
This is just from day one.
Oriana always walks around with a full pack.
Literally a tent, backpack, everything.
It's like that divorced kid that walks around school with a big backpack. You know what? I was that. I was that kid. I had a whole ass luggage when I had to do weekends.
Yep.
Anyway.
No, I totally get what you mean. That's a good question. I mean, I can't see in the dark, so if we want to do watches or anything, I don't know how things hunt around here. Like, are they attracted to fire camps and going, oh, travelers, yeah?
Yeah.
Aren't a bad idea if we want to do that. For peace of mind, probably.
Yeah.
Cool,
Okay.
we can do that.
Yeah, just small stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think falls into old habits of just, comfortable setup, make sure we're all good, and then, organize the watch.
Yeah. Valen will actually turn to wait, how many watch are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5.
Dang. Don't have even numbers.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll figure it
I
out.
can do my own if needs be.
I don't mind doing double watch either, so.
Yeah. Misha, can I do a wash with you?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
sure. She goes over and pulls out some things from her backpack. She has a few dried bits of wood because the two, like Cass and Misha, with the work that they do, are on the road often. And so carrying some bits that are dry enough to use to light fires is important, because you're not always going to find dry wood. And just with a wave of her hand uses magic to light it on fire. And I think it's got a bit of a green glow at first when she first summons it, but it eases off into natural fire.
Yeah. I think once it's set up, he will start setting up a little like pot, and he's just gonna start making tea, like with a little. It's not a tripod, but like little legs to keep it over the fire.
Yeah.
I always got tea on me, bitch.
Okay, so who wants to do first watch?
Cass will volunteer to take like the really terrible like middle of the night watch where you get woken up at like 2 a.m. and everyone's like,
yeah.
oh. So Cass is like, I'll take that one because no one ever wants that one and it's fine. So Cass is not going first, but it's like you will all thank me for it when you don't have to get up at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'll take the first. I'll take the first and then wake you up. Yeah. I think just gets Franklin out and like settles him. And you know how like when you sit and you got your knees up, this little pocket. This is like, and here's this. And I think still is trying to see how to connect with this little tiny nug in some way. Man, we've been working on this for months.
Yeah.
It's like I will connect with this creature.
Do you want to take the last wash, Misha?
Yeah, we could do the last one.
We can prepare some breakfast. Mostly I just have granola and stuff, but
Granola's great though.
yeah. This one has dried fruit.
Canal, which watch are you joining?
You could just sleep the whole night.
Yeah.
I think Mom deserves a break.
Yep.
Imagine. No, I feel bad about that. I'll help you out, Cass.
As soon as it is organized, Cass is just like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Kaboom.
Like, I'm getting up in the middle of the night, I'm going to sleep now. Goodbye.
Yeah. So we will see what happens in our watches after we have taken our break. Wah, wah, wah. So go hydrate, stretch your leggies, whatever you need, and we will see you here in 10 minutes, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well. We are back from our break. Hope you took a break yourself. We have the group who are taking rests through the night after an encounter with a couple of travelers on the road who one perhaps mistook Phelan for a mountain lion. How, we're not sure, because the impression was really bad. Yeah. But something sure was out there. We have decided to pull to the side of the road and get some sleep instead of pressing on. First watch is Oriana.
Yes.
With Franklin, who is kind of chilling now that there's a fire, is like curled up to the point that he can kind of have his belly out and point it towards the fire to warm up his belly. And is nibbling on whatever it is that you may have given him, because he does it like just constantly seems to be eating, you know. Yeah. But he's getting bigger. I think by this point he is looking less like a tiny little babu, and it's starting to look a little more like in the sort of like teen phase, I guess.
Oh, is he getting a little gangly legs?
Yeah.
He's still chunky, but his legs are a little longer.
Yeah. Like his feet are almost like a little too big. Yeah. Like, oh, buddy.
Sorry, we were just talking about yawning before we went. Now I'm yawning. What is Oriana doing anything particular other than watching? And if not, I would invite a perception check of some description from you, please.
Yeah, no, she's probably just watching. Trying to see if Franklin will like do some training trick things, but honestly, if he's warmed by the fire, I think it's more just like, oh, buddy. And like, I think she does this thing like, you know, when you're rolling out bread, like if you're making like baguettes or something, you're kind of like rolling it out gently. I think that's what she's kind of doing to Franklin, like, stomach a little bit.
He seems to enjoy the intention and is happy to just kind of lay there and let you do what you're doing. Yeah, there's no protest.
Yeah, no, I probably just put like a pile of blueberries in front of his face so his little tiny little hands can grab it.
Yeah. So just as you're stretching him out enough, he can like reach another blueberry. Yeah.
God, this child. All right. 17 for perception.
Very good. I think it seems fairly quiet. There is the sound of nocturnal animals. The longer that you're sitting there, you guys are now no longer moving around or generating a lot of noise yourself. Therefore, the fauna are able to go about their business without feeling like they have to run away or hide from you. Right. You're also going to notice that it seems like those two travelers have stopped. They just stopped a little further along the road. Now, whether that was them just creating a bit of distance from whoever the fuck they just spoke to,
the weirdest of
or you know, if they have traveled this road often enough, there maybe is a spot that they like to reach before they make camp. So it may just be that they were trying to reach that point, because they've stopped at a distance that you can still kind of see that it's them, because they have also lit a fire, so you can see the glow of the fire over there. Things seem quiet for the most part, and your compatriots are having a bit of a snooze. Just left alone with my thoughts for a little while. And
frankly, I don't know what you mean. I'm rolling out a baguette.
I am busy cooking. Yes, I am a baker.
Yeah,
very good.
Honestly, I think Franklin probably has fallen asleep at one point, but just you know that absent-minded scratching, petting that you do when you're on your pets when you're just thinking.
Yeah.
And the only thing she'll do, as long as there's not like tree branch snapping, I think she's writing another couple of letters to her mom of just there are woods in Ravine, like again, just big font, plain as possible, and like leaving room to trace and or practice on there.
Amazing.
Very
good. It will come a point where you are done with your watch, you know that it is Cass and
Okay.
Kana that are up next.
Yeah, and just will very gently like, hey everybody, or you two, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
We're not the kind of party that go up and just kick people awake. Which
hey,
I
wake
have.
the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just grab Franklin, shake him, and then throw him on there.
Shake him enough, he will poo. Because animals like that, when they do nothing but eating, there's also an awful lot of pooping. So, you know.
Never mind, I'm gonna ask that question. Yeah, I will very gently wake up Cass and Kanan. Just, all right, you two. It's your turn. I'm gonna go to sleep. Nothing happened. Yeah, we're always
Cass,
quiet.
like, genuinely, like, sits up like the Undertaker. Like, it's just so like, yep.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like, it's no like, oh, I don't want to. It's just like, yep, okay, and it's like just straight up, like, go, let's go.
Yeah, so it was quiet. Nothing happened, but the guys that Phelan spoke to earlier, and we'll make sure to point them out. Like, now when I saw them, they were only 2 people. They look like this. Blah blah blah. Just give you details.
Cool. Yeah.
Alrighty. And we'll essentially just spiral around Franklin and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cass will go and take up residence, like, sat at the fire, like, okay, I will watch from here.
Eventually drags her ass out of bed. It's like, I don't know why.
Yeah, it was a bold choice. This is the worst watch. That's why I said I would do it.
Yeah. Good company, I guess.
Oh,
Don't let it get to your head.
I absolutely will not. Don't worry about it. And it's just kind of like, has her accent but isn't like doing anything. Has it like perched? It's like literally leaning her chin on the top of it while she's watching. Just like, okay, well, keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. If the two of you are just watching, then I would invite some perception checks of some sort. But also to leave space for any conversations you may want to have. Because, you know, easy flowing, you know, small talk is so natural for...
Cass ain't seen shit. She's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like the two of you to describe to me what it is about your time doing the watch that means that the two of you don't see shit or hear shit. Is it that you're either A, so engrossed with the excellent, wonderful small talk skills that the pair of you have, or is it B, that you're doing what you can to avoid having to have those conversations, and then that's all you're thinking about at the time? Like, is it awkward that I'm not talking? Should I say
more
something?
Of that.
Is it? Yeah.
Freaking nice. Pretty
Cass
sure.
kind of has that, but also is very used to doing watch alone. So instead of doing the watch, is suddenly hyper aware that someone else is awake next to her, and it's like, oh, I don't like. It's like, do I breathe loud? Is Kana breathing loud? Is this me? Is this always how I sound? Interesting. And it's like, I'm not looking at anything else because I'm too busy. Like, someone else is here when normally no one else is here, and it's kind of putting me off. Like, it's just throwing me off my game a little.
Like, I want to talk, but like, oh god, like, we actually don't have a lot of practice talking, so like, I don't know what to say. Like, also, like, this is sort of like, I just sort of invited myself to this watch, and like maybe she wanted to be alone. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I don't want to disturb her peace. Like, what?
Yep.
I don't know. Should I lean on my axe? Is that weird? Am I copying? Is she gonna think I'm making fun of her? Like, fully just.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've all been there. I'd like to think that all of us are the sort that like sit And like, because there absolutely is ways of having companionable silence where it's comfortable and it's okay not to talk. You're just happy being in each other's company and tuning out and doing other things. But you have to reach a point where you know that about each other, because otherwise some of us will sit there and be like, does it sound like I'm pissed off? Should I say something? Am I, yeah, like what should ooh,
what
are
if
they
I start
upset?
talking and they didn't want
Yeah.
me to talk, and then yep.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna throw in a little thing that might distract Cass a little bit. In that uh you will notice so Canary have to sleep in particular positions, and normally it's denoted by the shape of your horns. So like not all sleep positions apply for all Canary because the horns are all very different shapes.
Yes.
But you are gonna notice that Misha is stirring slightly in her sleep with a furrow to her brow, where it looks like she might be having unsettled sleep and or some manner of bad dream.
Yeah, I think Caswalt knows that and just sort of makes just sort of like a vaguely like don't like that noise, and it's just like I don't want to wake her because like she's gonna have to wake up for watch anyway, but also I don't love letting her have bad dreams. So we'll just kind of eventually be like, Misha doesn't seem like she's having the best time. I don't want to wake her. She'll be cranky if I wake her. I'm gonna just sit for a minute with her if that's okay. I will try to keep an eye, but I don't want to. Something about it I don't like. Something's upset her.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure your presence will help her.
And we'll literally go like the 2 paces over to just like sit like next to Misha and like kind of like prop Misha against her and be like, okay, I am here as like a familiar presence, but I'm not going to start interfering because I don't think that's necessarily helpful all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm here in case I'm like, no, it's gotten worse. I'm gonna make a call.
Can I get another perception roll from you?
Sure. I don't imagine I'll see anything, but sure.
Yeah.
Walks 2 feet away from Canuck and suddenly roll.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, wait. I stopped overthinking things. Great.
I think you'll sit down and like lean against her, lean her against you, just to kind of have that the skin to skin contact comfort. And at first you could swear she feels cold. Like it's nighttime, so temperatures do drop, and it's not like you guys are bundled up with lots of warm fabrics and or have everybody tucked in against a big fire. But she's a little cold at first, and then maybe you just second guess yourself about what you felt, because it feels like a normal temperature not long after that. But she'll settle, and we'll see out the rest of your watch.
Yeah, Cass will spend the rest of the watch just sort of staying there like, okay. I am keeping a close eye on the situation. Just in case, because something's not sitting right and I don't like it. Especially like knowing Misha is like, you've been strange all day. I've given you like the space to regulate, but it's when you're like close with someone and you're like, I have given you the space you need to regulate, but we are getting to a point now.
Right, I have to ask the what the fuck question.
I am going to have to ask the question.
Yeah.
This doesn't improve soon. So keeping that in mind.
Yeah. Eventually, the watch will end for the 2 of you, and it is Misha and Phelan's turn. Obviously, Cass, you're right next to Misha to wake her up.
Yeah, I will gesture to Kanan and be like, "You get Phelan?" And we'll like very like gently try to work with Misha. It's like,
I think she'll do that. She does a sit up the way that you did, almost like the Terminator. However, to the Terminator, the Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Terminator. Very
Also
different,
Terminator.
and yet we'd also
you
sit
know.
up that way. You know, like
Yeah.
the Undertaker. And I think but it's more out of feeling startled, like she's startled awake and sits up almost defensively. And I think there's a moment where your heads don't knock against each other, but there is a moment where the horns sort of like entangle a little at first, and they're like, "Oh, sorry." Gosh, just as well you had horns of that coup taking a night out.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sleep okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm good. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Quiet watch. Didn't see anything.
Okay.
Well, again, like, remind her, like, the people are up there with the fire on, if you see it.
Oh, they did stop then.
Yeah. You sure you're okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's all the thing where it just looks at her like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I believe that. It's just like, okay.
It's fine.
Well, if anything seems strange, wake me up.
Okay.
Because you know me, I'm fine. And if you need anything...
Yeah, I know. We're
You know
both
where I
always
am.
fine. Yeah.
And by that, I mean, I'll be here, and also I'm quite hard to miss. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
but just it's yep. Is there still tea? Is it hot?
I'm making my tea.
Oh.
Phelan will make you tea, it seems. So you can have some tea.
Good. Okay,
Is it
go have your
stretches?
rest, guys. Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
And she kind of like stands up and does that. You know when you're fully like stretching out that vertebrae.
Yeah. Can I definitely found Phelan like fetal position, like
the
T-Rex arms? Yeah.
Cass is like, sun will be up soon. Just sunrise stretches. You like those?
Oh yeah.
Popped down and was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can grab just the tiny little.
Yeah.
Raylan, I got if you want to use, I got that good whittling knife in my bag. If you
thank you.
like the one from your dad, if you wanna, I saw you were fiddling earlier. I just
thank you. I will take you up on that one. Yeah. You get some sleep, okay?
Yeah.
I'll make breakfast for people. Or snacks or something. I don't know. Okay.
Good night.
Night, son.
Okay. He'll go and start making tea for Misha. And if she starts doing stretchies, he will join her. And
She's
quiet, yeah.
Yeah, she fully like does the good hip roll so that she can just like lower her complete upper half so that she's like bent over.
Yeah.
Horns touching the ground for a minute and then comes back up again.
Yeah. He's just joining her by like standing next to her and just doing what she's doing. He doesn't like ask to join.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Did you have a good sleep?
That was alright. Did you have a good sleep?
Yeah, it was okay. Apparently there's people that are camped over there.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. If we meet up with them again, I just will tell them that my party came looking for me and found me.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I did tell him I was alone at first. So yeah.
Just out here on your own.
Yeah, I told him I was out here looking at plants. I opened my little herb book.
I mean,
But,
it's not untrue because you do that.
Yeah, so I figured I looked pretty unassuming, unthreatening enough.
Yeah.
So,
How are you doing?
better. I did talk with Oriana after, and things were better. How
That's
are you
good.
doing?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I didn't just nearly die, so.
Yeah, no, I know, but you keep saying you're fine, but I don't think you're fine
Why?
because you're not what we talked about after, and um you seem more reserved, which is fine. Some people need time to just think, but
I just didn't want to. I figured maybe I was just being a lot, and it wasn't
don't
what the
think
group
so.
needed.
But I also worry that you may try to always be happy and sunshine and take care of other people's, but that might be repressing negative emotions which can fester, and then for us that's really bad.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like so blunt about it, but I figured it'd be.
No, I mean, I feel like we've known each other long enough now for me to be able to figure out those behavior patterns with you. So I think it would be weird if you weren't being blunt.
Yeah. And I say it because I worry not just as a fellow mage, but it can be hard to also be the person that's trying to keep everyone together and not have someone else to listen or not be offered the same situation. And I'm here if you need me to listen. Sometimes just talking about the bad feelings makes it better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. That's why had advised you and the others to like talk things out, just to air things so that you weren't keeping things buried. And
can I advise you the same thing?
Sure. I mean, I have my coping mechanisms, and Kat and I have an understanding.
I know. I'm not trying to say you don't have a support system. I just also know Cass can be a little awkward when it comes to emotions.
She is awkward when it comes to her own emotions.
Yeah.
But I think she understands. She and I have had similar, not the same, but similar origins. Calling it an upbringing would suggest that somebody actually raised us, which isn't kind of how it works.
He is giving her tea.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It is the more berry blend. Cause I don't know about you guys, but any berry tea makes me feel happier. So it's like for happy times.
Berry tea is pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you really like tea?
I have a little jar of honey if you want any. It keeps really good on the road.
I do really like honey. It's very good. It's got a lot of healing properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a natural antibacterial, actually.
It is, and it keeps it like it doesn't go off, like because that's not how honey works. But yeah, I don't need to tell you because you like know these things too.
But I like knowing that we have the same knowledge. It's nice.
Yeah. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I think I I keep myself at a certain level and momentum with my mindset that's like necessary. Because if something causes a blip in that, it leads to spirals that can then be a little hard for me to keep a hold of sometimes. But
well, it's good that you have Cass. She can help you through it.
yeah, totally.
Even I offered my ear, but you have Cass. She's good at listening, and sometimes just saying the bad things can lessen it. You don't always have to be okay.
No, I know. She has my back, and we both understand what that has to mean. I'm okay. I have some unfortunate things that become a little attracted to me, but like not in the fun way. When my headspace gets a little gloomy.
Like demons and spirits?
Yeah. 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 But like it's okay because
don't want to talk about it.
Well, yeah. So the only reason that I don't like to like fully talk about it, because I very much want to practice what I preach in that for most people talking about things can be a healing way to compartmentalize and to like reframe. And sometimes saying certain things out loud helps you process things even if you're not looking for a response from people, because you're just hearing it instead of leaving it inside your head. Like it is
does it make it too real for you if you say
healthy.
it?
Yeah. Well, talking about the details of it can make me then feel anxious about it as a topic, and then that then opens up another little window for them to try and poke their way through. So I'd rather just like like no, thank you.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, the one thing that I will say that you and I can we have some experience with is that it's not like when people have things that are like conceptual worries of theirs or things that they're trying to cope with or talk about feelings. For us it's like an actual literal thing that manifests physically, you know. So me ignoring it is not ignoring the problem. It is not
Keeping
giving
it at
air
bay.
to things
Not
that
giving it
actually
power.
exist. Yeah.
I understand.
Because honestly, those things can get fucked. I don't mean to get like all swear about it or anything, but
no, I think you should, and it's healthy. You can tell them to get fucked, as they should.
Have you had to like actually deal like? Have you had to fight one off from?
No. I've gotten close, especially when I was younger. My emotions were pretty haywire. But I do try to keep a better lid on it now. Meditation helps a lot. But I have been lucky, and I do mean that, in that I haven't had to fully fight off anything yet, just vaguely. Sometimes I'll get bad dreams, which always worries me because I feel like that is a doorway into that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we do go to the fate when we dream, so.
Yeah, so I have to be careful. I had really bad nightmares when I was younger. So there's a few years that was being kept a close eye on. But
it's not fun. I wouldn't wish that upon you.
No, I'm sorry that it sounds like you have had to.
Yeah. It kind of, I guess, I don't know if the analogy to double-edged sword really applies here, but I had issues with these things being drawn to me because it's like it's not fun. I'm sure it works for some people, and like there's even those who convert and like join the, I mean, we don't need to get into that. But it's
I'm
not
aware
good
of
for
how
those
mages
who
are
have
treated
to.
in the
Yeah.
coop.
Like how aware?
I know that you are not people. You're things, weapons.
I mean, if we're being quite honest, I don't think they view any people under the Kyun to be people. We are all our function for the society. But we get our and trigger warning to everybody, description of Sourbass details coming. We get our mouths stitched shut and then a metal plate over our eyes, and then our hands are bound by chains to our waists, and then we are activated with our magical abilities when they want to use us as a pretty big weapon against their enemy.
I've read of that.
So I am obviously a little bit scared of that when it was clear that I had magic, and then kind of let some things channel some energy through me because I was very, very scared and angry. There's a very particular type of anger, though. So I kind of went off like a little explosive and ran away. But it did leave me a little bit weakened and open to the influence of not very nice things for a while. But then I learned how
Tethered
to.
you to that. It tethered you to a darker influence.
Yeah. So like there's a couple things that sometimes will swirl around me, but there's one in particular that's kind of been there since that day.
It's okay.
But I haven't let it take over. Since yeah. It's all about positive mindset. But what works for me doesn't work for everybody, and was very much reminded of that in the last day or so.
Our group can be a little prickly sometimes. So I'm sorry that affected you.
Oh, it's fine. It's my bad. I shouldn't have.
You were offering help. You were trying to help, and I think that should always be taken into account.
Yep.
And I do appreciate it. Despite how it went, it did open us to talk about certain things that we hadn't talked about. So in the end, it was very much necessary. And help can be uncomfortable sometimes, so don't take it personal. And Oriana is almost always uncomfortable. We have that in common. So
yeah. Well,
it wasn't you.
Yeah. It's all good though. And soon we are going to be helping some people out and hopefully liberating a lot of people, and then those of us who feel inclined can go and be the justice that we would like to see in the world.
Mm-hmm. As they've been talking, he's been whittling, and I think he at that hands her what he's been whittling, and it's not very detailed. It's a dragon that's kind of like laying down, so like the details have kind of been carved into the body, not like extending. But in the head, the dragon's horns are her horns, and he will give that to her.
You made this?
Mm-hmm.
That's really talented.
It helps me concentrate on other things.
She goes to like return it to you. And I think I don't know. I feel like he is perceptive about this particular aspect to people, because contrary to some people's belief, it's not that you don't have empathy, it's that you have a lot of empathy. It's just a particular flavor and angle of it, and it presents in its own way. It's like because it wasn't explicitly said here, this is a gift for you. She doesn't have the instinct to assume people are giving her gifts, because it's not something that she and Cass have necessarily had to.
I think as she goes to return it, he puts his hand up and then just closes her hand, so her fingers over it. It's for you.
Oh,
it's got your horns. I tried.
It sure does. It's like my inner beast.
Yeah, I think there's a truth with you and your relation to dragons. I can see that in your strength.
Yeah, it's
not just physical, by the way. I meant more.
Oh, yeah, because I don't have like I'm not like
no. It can come out physical, like with Cass, but you have a different type of strength. Emotional strength. Spiritual one. You should be proud of it.
Yeah.
Despite what made you be that way.
I think it's what gives us our strength, really. Some people think that we have like actual dragon's blood in us.
I'd like to think you do.
Yeah. I wonder how that came about. Like, was it a mage experiment? Was it like, I don't know.
When a really
weird type of evolution.
Really confident person and a dragon fall in love.
Oh. I mean.
Maybe an Avar and a dragon.
Oh, no, the Avar lowland mountain people.
That's true.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe they just used to drink the blood.
Yeah, maybe changed you guys. But whether true or not, I see that strength in you.
This is really kind of you, Phelan. Thank you.
Sometimes people just need a little kindness.
Yeah. So, what should we do for breakfast? I don't think we have like a lot of stuff that we brought with us for like.
No, I have granola. I have some dry fruit. I have flour for different reasons, but we could probably use it for making something.
Why else do you have flour?
Makeshift bomb.
Okay.
Flour particles are really fine, so if you light off anything and very flammable, so if you light off anything like with fire in a space that's filled with it, it will kind of go off like a bomb and incinerate all the particles in the air. That's why there's a lot of there can be a lot of fires in like granaries and milleries and...
Huh. That is new information.
Yeah, so if you throw some flour, make sure that it's spread out. You can light fire and it will catch.
Oh, I have some dangerous thoughts now.
I also have some peat cubes for that. I call them arson cubes. I also have some stink bombs, but that's not for food. Neither of those are. But I do have flour. We can mix it with some water. I have some spices. I can make some.
Well, I was
seasoning.
gonna say we could make some little like flatbreads or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
bombs
I have a
also
little
sound
pan.
fun.
I have enough for both.
Do you want me to like we could throw like a little bag of flour up into the air and I can like send a little bit of fire towards it just to create a little bit of a boom to scare those two guys up ahead of us?
We could.
Probably shouldn't do magic around them, but
probably not.
that would be funny. But if we get suddenly attacked by mountain lions, you know, quick getaway of like, I won't be expecting that. Cover it in flour and then just
light it up. Yeah. So I do have oil as well, again for flammable reasons, but it does work for making bread.
Okay. Let's just heat up some little flatbreads and there's some granola and we'll give people options. Okay. I'm gonna go get stuff.
Okay.
And she goes to put on enough water to boil to start making tea for people.
He's gonna start putting out more tea.
Flatbreads. Yeah. So the rest of you will be able to wake to some offerings of a variety. It's like a little continental breakfast spread for you guys to pick up whatever you want. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sun is in the sky. There is some breakfast options, and if anybody would like to do some morning stretches, I'm happy to lead you through some morning yoga.
Morning yoga is really good. It gets you all nice and limber.
Yeah, all the stretches. I'm too big to be sleeping on the floor like this. And it's like, that's not true. She does this all the time, but
yeah,
she always says that I'm too big to sleep on the floor like this.
Too big. Oh, I'm getting too old for this, as she continues to do it.
Yeah. I also have some muscle balm for those that need it.
I mostly have done this because of the adorable visual, but I've made some really little flatbreads, and you'll see that she's made like, we're talking about an inch little mini flatbreads, and she's got a little stack of them that she indicates towards Franklin. I just thought it would be cute with his little hands to see him hold the little flatbreads.
So cute.
He might actually just follow you forever.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'll just kind of like summon him, you know,
yeah.
his little hands.
Like, little flatbread.
Yeah.
I so literally imagine it being like, you know how they have those big black beady eyes, just like
Look, Mom, it's me size.
Watch Cass, like, you watch Cass in real time get like cuteness aggression, and then be like, I'm not touching the nug. This will end badly for everyone. But
like, literally, if the Gordo was in the middle, just like about to be like, oh no, okay,
no,
no, okay,
I can't be trusted.
Because quite frankly, I do it to him all the time. So I think he likes it. Like, he hasn't bitten me at this point, so you know.
I think that's a win at that stage.
Honestly, as long as you feed him, right? Like, I sit there and smush my face on his face, and yeah, he doesn't. So, anyway, if you feed him, he's gonna love you forever, I think. Like, I think that's why he stays with me, is because I always have like pick up the pouch, I always have like his food in, like this never empties. So, I think that's why he hangs out.
She will pass over the little plate and leave him with his tiny little nug-sized flatbreads.
Thank you.
Can nugs have tea?
Probably.
Well, he kind of eats everything, so
I'm gonna give him a cup of tea.
Yeah. Is it hot?
It's warm.
Okay.
It's not hot.
If it's warm, then yeah, he'll start
Yeah.
slurping.
Okay,
Yeah.
real question. Do you
Yeah.
think he knocks it back or does he like, you know what I mean? Like, how does he
He does he
I feel
holds
like-
the cup and like,
Yeah, I feel like he'll hold the cup and then just slurp it,
Yeah.
but holding them up, yeah.
I don't know why I'm imagining like a raccoon where they like
Yeah.
take food and like dissolve it a little
Just
bit
like-
in water.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
or
Honestly,
that mouse from that movie. Was it the Aristocats with the cookie?
Oh, yeah, dunking it in
Yeah.
Oh, he's so precious. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know
I'm so
exactly what
happy.
you're talking about with the little hat and the coat.
the mist. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Anyway, but yeah, I'm imagining some cross between those. Like I was imagining even changes a little bit. Like
Mhm.
those
Adorable.
little, you know,
Mhm.
opposable thumbed finger hand thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Also those guys look like they're potentially moving on. Just thought
Oh.
I'd point it out.
Oh yeah. Do we want to keep following them? I don't see where else they could be heading that's not there.
I mean, I don't know the area well enough, so might as well.
Vex, I can see your mouth moving, but we could not hear your audio. Microphone's just like
She's temperamental. She's
Yeah.
temperamental.
Just bring her up close.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cass is just like, I mean, we're probably headed the same direction as them anyway. There's very few things out this way, so it may be worth keeping them in sight. We don't have to follow, but
Be aware of them.
yeah.
I don't know where they're going, but if they're going where we're going, that was a weird sentence. Anyway, probably don't want them to be like, and there's these like 5 people following us.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll walk casually.
yeah,
So it
just
doesn't look like we're following anybody.
just oh, look
Yeah.
at this flower over here. Yeah, no, maybe we go through the woods.
Mhm. Sure. Yeah, you guys could plan a route that is off the road, given that you guys don't have a cart or mounts that need it. So you could definitely go a little off the beaten track. Question, if you do that, do you want to hug a little more towards the coastline or get a little closer to the mountains?
I would vote mountains, but
I would
What do y'all
also
think?
vote mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Elevation is good for seeing stuff.
yeah.
And has nothing to do with the fact that I just like mountains.
And now you're going through this cave. No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. So, if we're going to be planning a route that feels like it is manageable, you may have to put on those little crampon things to your boots, and get to clambering. Who would want to take point in route planning?
I think I could, mostly because I have the climb focus. And so I feel like if I need to get us somewhere with like if I need to be the one that gets there without a rope and then helps the other people get there,
Yeah.
Kanaw's probably the best bet.
Thankfully, I don't think you're going to have to climb the actual mountains themselves.
Sure.
But yeah, you can take point if you want. In theory, it is tracking that or yeah, it's the closest thing for route planning, really. Somewhere in perception.
I've got searching. Otherwise, I can just do a perception if you wish.
If you're wanting to take point,
I'm
you can.
not good at perception, but I said
I
I
was gonna
would.
say
So
we could do it together.
sure.
And be like, no, don't step
Teamwork.
on that one.
Huh?
Don't step on that rope. Rock, it's loose. Yeah. Would you allow us to do that?
Yeah. Sure.
17.
Um Okay. So you dip off the road, start to climb a little closer. It does start to get into an incline, nothing drastic. Like I say, you're not actually going up to like climbing up mountains at this point. You're just hugging a little closer on that side of the road. There is going to come a point where the area here starts to get a bit marshy. Which requires just that. So that's where Oriana's 17 will come to play, because you're used to being out in the wilderness of Ferelden, which also has marshy parts to it. And you're able to kind of route plan for where there is enough solid ground for everybody to be standing on. There is more tree line that you're going to be able to make your way towards. Now you can dip into the trees because you just know that you are heading south. At any point, are you going to be wanting to keep your eyes on those other two people, or is the point being that you're trying to break that eye contact because you're wanting to not be seen by them also?
Honestly, I think Oriana's willing to break eye contact on them. The main thing is she was there when Phelan was like, I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if they have a description of one elf that was, lost in the woods versus, oh, there's a party of 5 that are heavily armed,
Mm-hmm.
in cases that
There's
they,
an elf in the
tell people.
woods.
There's an elf in the woods.
So, priority being making yourselves hidden, essentially.
Yes, yeah. Priority, no descriptions of us and or a count of our group. Yeah.
Okay. So I think your travel south, and you are gonna have to at some point have to camp out here in the woods as well. There are gonna be times where it gets a little interesting. There is definitely a section where Oriana is gonna have to put the pause on everybody and realize that you may have to scoop around a certain area that would be the easiest mode of travel through this section, which again, it is a blend of slightly forested area with marshy spots, and occasional you'll get this outcropping of rock because you are at the sort of foots of some mountains, where first is because you stood in something that you realize is very smelly, and then it's not a creature that you're necessarily adept at tracking, but I feel like you will be aware because there are some that are native to Ferelden, of wyvern droppings. And so having an understanding that this little like glade area that looks convenient to walk through, and possibly even to try and find somewhere to nestle in somewhere and take a rest for the evening, and you realize staying in that area probably isn't good, so you're going to have to go somewhere that's a little harder to climb up and over, but it might actually keep you alive and well.
Yeah, not ripped apart by wyverns. Yeah.
It's up to you, Phelan. How interested are you in flora and fauna and gathering of ingredients to consider taking wyvern droppings? Okay. You can gather some wyvern
Put it in
guano.
a little jar.
Sure. Yeah. You guys will see. Just don't question it. Okay. You know that
I do have a book that is The Hunting Habits of Dragons. Does that also talk about wyverns?
Yeah, they're the same family.
Okay.
Maybe some mention that book is likely more geared towards high dragons and the dragon family rather than dragon related creatures, because they're in this world the wyverns are different to the dragons. What I will ask for this sort of like end stretch of this day, you guys reckon either you could scoop to lower ground to get a direct line to what you assume will eventually be your end destination to arrive there quicker, or would you scoop a little higher to get up and out? You can see that there's this section that if you were to manage to climb up and on top of it, it's going to be a slight diversion and take a bit of time, and maybe a couple of skill rolls to get yourselves up there, but it might give you a vantage point over the tree line to scope out where you're going to be going. Getting there quicker and easier, or clambering in a skill check, but potentially being able to get a visual on what the south of this peninsula looks like.
I think getting a visual might be better, and we have rope that can help us. I guess maybe.
I'm up for a climb.
It's the climb.
I think I think Cass historically would have valued quicker and easier, but remembers everyone else's gripes about knowing things going in, and it's like, okay, we can climb. It's like, fine, yep, okay.
Okay, so it is a climbing check that people have to do. It is in strength. Because we have rope, I'm gonna allow people to add 2 as if they are doing something with focus, and if you have climbing as a focus, the 2 is on top of that. So the rope is giving you a slight advantage over what you're trying to do. But as it is climbing, it's very much a heave-ho.
Yeah, I have a -1, so we'll see how I do, and I have not been rolling above a 12 in this game, so
Sure, this will be fine.
Oh,
baby boy.
3 6s.
Damn, Chips,
You
that's
couldn't
literally
have-
the
yeah,
highest roll
yeah.
that you can do.
it's that Grey Warden blood in me.
Really,
Amazing.
for real. Yeah, by this point, by the way, the negative effects of the blight sickness will have passed. You now just legitimately feel stronger.
Yeah, it's like, wow. He starts climbing, he's like, what the fuck? Because with a +2, isn't that like technically 8? Isn't that technically a 19 with the +2? What the fuck? 6 top points, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so of the 4 of you, Phelan does the best. He's clambering his way up there like he was born to do it. And it is notable because you know that Phelan, as of a few weeks ago, would never have been able to do that shit, like, because it's not something that you can use nimble skill to do. Actually using and climbing requires strength in your body that is difficult to apply other skill sets to. So yeah, it's interesting. I think for Casa and Oriana, it's harder. You are going to get up there. It's a little harder to, like, it's, yeah. Like, I imagine if any of us in the call as players were to try and climb up the sheer face of it, you know, difficult to do. And some of you might get up to the top and just need to, like, take a minute just to,
I think Cass genuinely has the problem of, like, so when you rock climb, sometimes it is not that helpful to be big.
Yeah.
Because you can't crunch the same way some people can to, like, get into little holes. So
your feet and your boots are bigger than other people's.
She keeps running into the problem of, like Phelan and Kanaka, like, fit into, like, the little small toe holes. She's like, where do I fit? I don't fit here. And it's just spending most of her time being like,
Very good. But you all are able to get up to the top eventually. The view is legitimately very beautiful. You can see over the tree line now, which in and of itself, beautiful bit of countryside. It's a clear enough day where you can see the sea from here. So it's glittering away in some winter sunlight. And you are gonna see that there is, at the sort of edge of this cliff face, you are very much looking at the southern end of it's essentially a peninsula. It's obviously a little heftier than that because it's the edge of a country, but when it comes to a point like that, you can see that there is indeed an estate at the cliff's edge. So all of you can see that it is there. I would now invite perception checks. You can apply a focus, but it will tailor what information you are given to be particular to that scent, if you will. A round of perception checks just to see if you're making out any detail beyond, there's an estate.
I am still like, wow, I can't believe I climbed that.
Oh, Kana.
Oh, I
Oh.
rolled poorly.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, I'm the
We
most
don't see
perceptive
shit.
one.
Yo. Yeah.
Technically not horrible, but
Amazing.
This is a
Still
this is a
beat
rough
Kana.
session.
Beautiful. I love
everyone
it.
else is just so distracted at how well I climbed that.
Yeah, everyone's so,
I was
like,
just climbing, like
what
just
the
going
fuck?
past them.
Like, I
Mhm.
bet it's not even with the rope. It was just with
Yeah.
your bare hands. Like,
My bare hands.
Rawr.
the fuck?
Rawr.
That's why he was a terrible, terrible mountain lion. He was actually a baron. So, I think the rest of you, you're seeing there's an estate over there. Phelan, with a 13, you're not necessarily picking out a massive amount of detail here. You can see that there is indeed a estate. It's walled off on the exterior of this this side. I think with the 13, the one thing I'll give you is that you can see that there are indeed parked. Maybe you can see like just past the wall into some manner of courtyard or gardens, or you know, the space of grounds between wall and building, and that there are some carts there, but it looks like there's 3 carts. So maybe it's not the people you saw. Maybe it's some of what you saw and some of something else. Maybe it's, you know, not them entirely. 13 is enough to know that there is
There is a cart in there.
something there. There's some carts.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys at least can see now, and perhaps plan what manner of assessing you're going to do here, while you are perched atop a little rocky outcropping, posed ironically a little bit like mountain lions. But that
Rawr.
is a rawr. That is a perfect spot for us to end our session today. Next week we will hopefully be at the very least assessing, possibly even entering this estate, and see if we've got somebody that we can punch in the taint. We're gonna do our round of goodbyes, who we are, who we've been playing, and where you can find us, and I will go at the end, please and thank you.
Well, then that makes me going first. Hey. I actually don't speak with that thick of a southern accent, because I'm Emily. I'm really good at this. Yeah, I've been on here. You can find me on the internet at EmilyBard20 on various places. I might be posting about the Ren Fair because it's Ren Fair season here in SoCal. Yeah, I'm on here. I'm on the transmissions, other places. Check out my shows. Check out my hoes. I don't know what to say.
It's me. Hi, everyone. I'm the hose. I'm also saying Orlis
True.
event on the internet. And I have been yours today, emotional support bottom, Phelan, also Grey Warden. You can find me here in this game. You can find me in this channel and a bunch of other games, including Vampire the Masquerade, which we just aired yesterday, which's got some juicy, juicy lore. Let me tell you, please watch those videos if you haven't already. It is a great game with a really great cast and obviously a very great storyteller. We have a few games that are coming out, so you know, enjoy the channel. We have a bunch of different TTRPGs for whatever suits your fancy. We'll also be soon, hopefully, in another game over at Valdrian's channel. I shan't give out the details because it is still in the works, but please also find me and often Hamalu as well, more than me, on Valdrian's channel if you want to see more of us playing.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. I've been playing Oriana, our little pill bug rogue. As far as where to find me, the easiest place is on Twitch at Torin Talks Creativity. I'm in the middle of a first season of an interview podcast, which is very cozy. We've gotten really lovely feedback on of just feels like hanging out with your friends and just chilling and have a good time, and maybe lower your reactive responses of what's going on right now. So maybe just a little chill time. Other than that, yeah, just usual things over there. Got a lot of busy stuff going on. Oh, and actually, soon I'll be able to announce a comic project that I will be on, and I think people really enjoy it. Yeah, it's a horror anthology. And so you should get specifics from the organizer soon. Yeah, thank you.
Oh. It wants to work. There we go.
There we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Bex. I've been Cass, our emotionally confused Kunari. It's just
emotionally?
Yeah, but mostly emotionally. Doesn't really think enough to be confused about other things. It's okay.
Fair.
You can find me at Phoenix Force on Blue Sky most of the time. In terms of other things I'm doing, on April 25th, I will be speaking at WrestlePosium 7, academic conference about professional wrestling. I will be discussing women's wrestling, death matches, and the Aristotle's theory of narrative catharsis. So if that sounds fun, and if you want to hear me talk about muscular women making each other bleed and why I think that's great, come hang out. It's free. I'll always talk about that for free. And I generally post other vague academic things, usually about women. So who's surprised?
Amazing. And hi, it's me, I'm Emma Hamlet on the internet. I've been the storyteller here and shall be for the next handful of weeks. As has been mentioned, we also have a Vampire the Masquerade story that's coming out on Mondays. So Monday, Tuesdays we are live. And we have a couple pre-recorded projects that I believe will be coming out soon as well. So keep an eye on socials for the deets on that. But other than that, I'm on the internet sometimes. Try to avoid it mostly because the world is kind of awful right now. But yay, escapism, everybody. Thank you for joining us for some escapism tonight. I hope you take care of yourself between now and next week when we see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.